This week on the Camo Life, David and Tina travel to the high country of Montana to try their hand at some extreme bear hunting with Mark Shutey, owner of Stockton Outfitters. Now, we say extreme bear hunting because all of the action is going to be face-to-face on the ground as they try to lure a big old bruin into shooting range using a predator call. So stay right there because you're not going to want to miss this.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Camo Life. This week we're taking y'all for some extreme bear hunting high up in the Rocky Mountains with Mark Shutey from Stockton Outfitters.
That's right. Now Mark's known for some unusual bear hunting techniques. We're going to be calling these bears in down on the ground with these big old bruisers. We got lots of tips and some beautiful scenery. Y'all stick around. All right, finally made it to Montana. I think we are definitely loaded for bear, you could say. All right, here comes Mark right now. You ready, girl? You ready to climb one of them mountains? You ain't scared?
There's a couple bear hunters.
Hey, Mark, how's it going, bud?
Good, how you doing, Dave?
Good, good.
Hi, Tina. Hi. Nice to meet you. How are you guys? How was the trip?
It wasn't bad at all. It wasn't a bad flight at all. It was nice.
Got beautiful for you. This is Mr. Matt Rowe. He's one of my top hands.
How's it going, Matt?
He's going to help us out this week.
So what you think? What's the game plan?
Well, with this weather, everything should be happening here shortly. These bears have been denned up. It's been highs of 30s, low 40s, down in the teens and 20s at night. But with this warm weather, things should be happening.
This will get them up moving right
yes,
here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, cool, cool. I see you brought 2 trucks. That's a good thing. We got plenty of gear.
You
We're
told
definitely
me Tina was coming, and I heard rumors, so we got a rig just for her luggage.
All right, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna need it, definitely. All right, let me grab our gear here, and then we'll be ready to go.
All right, fantastic. Stockton Outfitters is established here in southwestern Montana, primarily as a deer, elk, and black bear hunting outfit. We do offer some special permit opportunities for antelope, moose, things of that nature. That's on a draw-up basis. My goal and the goal of my guides and my outfit is to provide a quality experience which basically pushes the hunter to the maximum limit of his potential. Again, this is a free chase hunt. All these animals are wild. They're out there and we've got a lot of country to hunt them in. We've got over 100,000 acres. So we push people. Now, I'm not going to tell you we're going to push you past your limit and leave you up on the mountain, but we push people to their limit in each adventure. Now, obviously, there's no guarantees, but we do work very hard at what we do. Now, when we're hunting bears, guys, a lot of people think they're like a white-tailed deer when they come out here with me. So they aim in the same spot you would for a white-tailed deer, which is somewhere right back in here, right? Mm-hmm. If you look here, the heart and lungs is directly behind that shoulder. But where I want you to aim with that rifle, Tina, is right into that shoulder. 1, the heart and lungs back there, and 2, it'll cripple him up. For you, Dave, you want to angle or try to angle up in. You want that angling away shot where you can get that heart and lungs hit with that arrow.
Okay. So I mean, if they're coming into that call, though, they're going to be coming in at us.
They will, but they'll hold up, and that's what happens. When they come in, they'll rumble. I'll stop calling. They'll slow down. Might even stand up. If he stands up, does this shot,
right there, yeah, that's
smoke him. The gentleman actually that I acquired this business from and worked for previously introduced me to calling. Basically, I've taken it a few steps beyond that and made it the mainstay for the business, trained my guys to get it done. Originally, we used just an elk calf call. Just last year's reed, we'd stick it in the mouth and scream and scream and scream like a coyote had a hold of my leg. And then you panic, you scream, you call for mom, you bark and chirp, and by God, it got the interest of the bears coming in. But what they're going to do is they're going to come in, and then when they get close, they're going to start circling.
okay.
They want our wind. If we're not moving around, they can't see us. Now, if you're moving around too much and he sees us, he's going to keep coming. It's a lot of fun, and obviously it's something that people shouldn't be afraid to try. It's something you have to respect when you're calling a bear. Always respect the bear. Even a small bear could probably take your leg off. Respect the bear for who he is and what he is, but don't be afraid to get out there and give it a try. 90% of these bears will come in cautious, circling, slow looking. 10%, jaws are popping, somebody shoot.
So I mean, on a head-on shot, if he's running head-on at us.
And his jaw's popping, I'm probably gonna let go.
Okay.
Or you'll let go, or Tina's gonna let go.
But I mean, looking at this bear here from the front, I mean, are you talking about it like a headshot, or I mean, where do you aim at one that's bearing down on you running? Worst case.
If we got one bearing down, hit him.
Just okay.
Here's a hat for you.
All right, thank you.
Tina, you wear hats?
Yeah.
All right.
The pictures and stuff.
I know you do, Dave. Yeah, this is the wall of bear, guys. This is, every bear on this wall is in the Montana State Record books except for this one. He was close, he didn't quite make the cigar, but this particular bear is number 38 all-time SCI. The size of the bear is a little bit different to begin with. In different parts of the country, they stick them up on a pole and weigh them. In my country, we're usually a mile, 2-3 miles back in there somewhere. Packing out a 300 to 400 pound bear on your shoulders doesn't always work. Now, David could probably do it, but I can't always do that. But every one of these bears is over 19 and a half inches, several of them close to 7 feet. The size of a bear, or the size that we use out here in Montana, is the square of a bear. And basically, to attain that square, you measure from the nose to the tail on a bear, and then front paw to front paw. So right along here, across the front, nose to tail. You take those two measures, add them together, divide by 2, that'll give you your square footage. But they're all pretty good. You can notice the various color set or phases we have. Like, I like these mahogany ones. They're probably my favorite. Cinnamon. This old boy here was 22 years old when we capped him. He's all white in the face and ornery as heck, and he come right to the call. I mean, he was gonna take us apart if we didn't get him, which was cool. So this is pretty much what we shoot for. This isn't all the bears, obviously, that we've killed. This is just, to make this wall, you gotta be that big. This year, our spring hasn't quite shown up yet. The grass isn't green. Some of these bears are still sleeping. The elk haven't moved back all the way from their wintering grounds yet. So we're dealing with some different elements that, weather something that year to year is a little bit different. So we're gonna use some smaller game calls. We're gonna try some cub bear and distress calls and see how that works for us. It's a really, really neat experience. It provides a lot of adrenaline before the kill, after the kill, during the kill. Sometimes the adrenaline that comes along with a bear coming to a call is a little too much for a hunter, and sometimes things get away from us. But it's a lot of fun, and obviously it's something that people shouldn't be afraid to try. This is you guys' humble abode.
Okay.
And you got the stream, you got the hillside over there. Go ahead and shoot all the gophers, and if a bear happens to stumble over there and you see it, we can shoot him too. All right, this is home, folks. There's a bedroom down in here, bathroom there, full kitchen, 3 beds up top, and 1 big queen, I believe, in here. So.
It's a little bit better than staying in the tent that I told you we were staying in, ain't it?
Hopefully this will work for you.
This is the nicest one we've been to, sir.
It is, this is beautiful.
So we'll get your gear in, and then you guys get settled, and then we're gonna set up, I'm gonna set that archery target up. Matt, we'll set the bench up, but with that wedding down there, we probably shouldn't be shooting guns right here, huh?
You see where you hit?
Yeah,
You're about 1 inch high, 1 inch left.
Yep. That inch left was probably me. Let's try one more. All right, girl, that looks pretty good. You want to try 1 or 2? That'll work, girl. That'd be a dead bear right there.
Good right and left, and just a tad high.
It seems like anytime I really make a big change in elevation, that it makes a big difference on the way my arrow flies. Anytime I come up where this air's thin, my arrows fly a lot higher. Then when I go back home, they drop back down. So every time I get somewhere where I really change elevations, I like to shoot. But it was a good thing we did it this time, because I was shooting about 6 inches high at 60 yards. I got her adjusted down, and I think we're about ready. Perfect.
Here's our plan of attack. We're gonna take it nice and slow, 20, 30 steps looking around. Right on this creek bottom here. Now this grass, as you notice, compared to the rest of the area, is a little bit greener than the rest of it. So these bears, there's some springs up here up top. And what we're doing is waiting for these bears to come out of this timber and come down, but we're gonna creep our way all the way up in there, find a nice spot to sit by those springs, plant ourselves down, and then we'll start doing some calling about 7:30, guys. Okay. So nice and easy, real slow, and if I stop, you stop. Okay. All right.
Tell you what, hunting something that can eat you has a distinctly different feel to it.
On our first encounter, it was the first hour, first 15 minutes into the woods. And quite frankly, we're creeping in slow, taking our time, looking around, and I don't think anybody expected 150 yards down the trail for that big old black bruiser to be walking on the same trail we were walking on.
Bear, bear, bear. Big. Wait, look, see.
I ain't got him yet.
About 30 yards.
Was he running?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I don't know, he was trotting a little bit.
I didn't get to see it, but we took about 50 more paces, and there's a big old pile of fresh scat. Looks like it came from about a 250 to 300 pound bear.
That's a big bear, boys. That's a good bear. Let's shoot her. He was walking in front of us, coming down from there.
You know, we know that there's a bear in this area, and we're gonna hit this not only the first night, but we're also gonna hit this throughout our hunt.
I hope you know it's on now.
Oh, my hands are cold.
All right, quit playing.
We went to an area that we knew had a couple of bears in it. We you know, seen the sign and the tracks, and sat there, we waited, we glassed, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there he is. Now there's a bear right there, right side of the water tank. And just see his back, just over that sagebrush.
Yeah, I see him.
You got him?
Yeah.
Let's see if he stops. If he stops, we'll slide up and get him.
He looked pretty big.
Ain't not bad at all. Hey, he's heading into those timber. He's walking right past her.
Yeah, he's going into the woods.
He's going in. He's gonna come back out. We're looking up that hill, and we're gonna wait and watch and see what this guy was gonna do, because quite frankly, it was about 1,800 feet straight up. And so we sat there and we waited, we watched, and we waited, and we watched, and by God, that guy settled in some trees up there, and we decided to make the voyage up the mountain. So why don't we go ahead and slide on up that hill? It's a nice little tiny hill for us to climb up, nice and level. Nestle up in those trees up above that water tank in there. We'll just kind of sit there and spend the rest of the day, see if we can't get him to come back out. Oh, there's a bear right there, right side of the water tank. And just see his back, just over that sagebrush.
Yeah, I see him.
You got him?
Yeah. He looked pretty big.
Ain't not bad at all. Hey, he's heading into those timber. He's walking right past her. So why don't we go ahead and slide on up that hill? It's a nice little tiny hill for us to climb up. Now we do have a storm coming in. It's nice overcast today, kind of cool. So hopefully the storm doesn't hit us and wreck us.
It's gonna take a little while to get up there on top there.
It's gonna be a sweat. Don't dress heavy. We decided to make the voyage up the mountain. So we took a nice course and grabbed another lane on the side of them, kind of circled our way up and circled on top of where that bear was at. And we sat down up there, and of course we were hoping just to see him. But we sat up at that area and we started calling. I hit that rabbit call. And I hit it the first time, and nothing really happened, but I hit it the second time, and Tina got ready and saw that bear bust out of the trees, and you know, it happened real quick. It did happen real quick, but that bear came running in, and I think we all sat back and went, okay, he's gonna come up on this ledge. He's gonna come up on this ledge, and by God, he never did come up on that ledge. What had happened is we had the wind away from where he came out, but the wind was going right down that side of that ledge. So I believe the bear was circling in to see what we were, get a smell, and before he came up to where we could get that shot, you know, he blew out.
He went that way.
Did he come up towards us at all? Or?
No, he runs straight that way.
He's trying to get a wind. But we live, we learn, and we hunt another day. We didn't get that bear up on top of the mountains up there at 8,500 feet, but we knew from our work the day or two before and David's fine eyeball that we had a good bear. So we worked our way back into where David had seen that bear that first night, and we found all that fine sign. Obviously, we set Tina up where she had a great shooting alley and a great view. David and I went up a little bit higher. We got a little